Hello guys, so today I wanted to do a makeup tutorial on the new Clarins Colors of Brazil ombre palette. Looks like this. Some super fun summery colors. So that's what this look is based around today. It's just a colorful summer look and I actually really like how it turned out. I'm also wearing the new Clarins Lip Balm Crayon Color and Comfort, and this is in creamy pink, but I will link all the products I use below. I did use all the products from the Clarins new summer collection, which is called Colors of Brazil. I used the palette, the lip crown, and I also used the bronzer, which I am really loving right now. So I'll be sure to link those below in the description box. I hope you like this tutorial. Please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Bye.
Okay, so we are going to start off fresh-faced, and we are starting off by priming our eyelids, and I am just taking the Benefit Erase Paste in 1, and I am just going to go over that on my eyelids and just even out any redness or blotchiness I have around my eyes. And then I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush by Keshima, I believe they're called. I might not be pronouncing that right. And I'm just going to take the lightest brown in the Clarins Colors of Brazil Eye Quadret, I believe it's called. Probably saying that wrong because I can never speak, but yeah. I'm going to put that in the crease and I'm just going to blend that out. This is just going to be my transition color. So yeah. Then I am taking the exact same brush and I'm taking the darkest brown in the Clarins Colors of Brazil Eye Quadret palette thing, and I'm starting my crease and I'm just blending that in my crease on the outer half of my eyelid. This just creates definition. It makes my eyes look smaller, even though I know that's not really what you want to go for, but I just like this method of applying eyeshadow. So I'm just blending that in my crease, as you can see. And then I am taking the Keshima flat brush, and I am taking that corally shimmery shade, and I am applying that to my eyelid. Now, as you can see, the pigment doesn't look that great when the eyeshadow is dry, but once you use it wet, it really does transform it. And I'm apologizing now for my voice. I literally sound like I've been smoking for most of my life, and I don't smoke. So either I must be getting sick, or I don't know. My voice is just whack. So after that, I'm just going to prime my skin with the Arbonne Makeup Primer, I believe this is. Usually I press this into my skin, but I just kind of did it quickly and just went all over my face with it. And then I am taking I think this is the Loreal True Match foundation, but I am not positive. I will link all the products in the description bar below so you guys can see exactly what I'm using. I'm just using a Real Techniques buffing brush, and what I do is I put a little on my hand, I dip the brush in it, and then I pat it all over my face, and then I go back in and buff it in with circular motions. That's just my method. I find that works the best, and I don't apply too much foundation because I always find I apply way too much and then it looks cakey, it irritates my skin, and it just looks bad. So I find this method really works the best for that. So now we're going to move on to concealer, and I'm using my favorite concealer, Benefit Erase Paste in 1, and I'm just going underneath my eye with that. This is a really thick concealer, but I am telling you, this thing could cover up the most brutal dark circles. Like, it is amazing. It brightens, it conceals. It's just really nice. You just need to be careful and only use a small layer of it, because if you put it on too thick, then it doesn't blend very well, and it can get really, really creasy. So you want to make sure you're just doing a thin layer of that. I like to use my fingers to apply it underneath my eyes, and then go back in with an angled brush and just kind of use patting motions to blend that underneath my eye, because I find if I blend it in with my finger, it creates like fingerprint impressions or like lines or whatever. So yeah, then I'm going back in with a fluffy brush and the Makeup Forever HD setting powder, and I'm just going to set that under eye concealer to make sure it does not crease and look bad throughout the day. This powder really, really sets like so well. It's really nice. It's one of my favorite powders for setting like under eye concealer, and even my foundation. I like to use this to set it, but it's definitely my go-to under eye concealer setting powder. So now I'm going to use the liner color in the Clarins Colors of Brazil palette with a blending brush, and I'm just going on my lower lash line. Now, I know in the actual little pad that comes with the palette, it shows it using on your upper lash line, but hey, get creative, use it wherever you want to use it. I decided to use it in my lower lash line to just make this look colorful and fun. So, and the look came out great, so that's what I used it for. I was a little unsure about the pigment of this shadow. As you can see, it looked a lot brighter in the palette than it did underneath my eye. So I decided to use a Benefit Ultra Radiance Mist and try the eyeshadow wet. So I took the Keshima flat brush and I dipped it into the coral shade in the palette, and then I patted it along my eyelid, and it was so amazing. It looked way better. The pigment was way more, like it showed up way better, and I was just like really impressed with it. And it gave off this really like opalescent kind of like goldy shimmer, as you can kind of see in the inner corners, and that's not a different eyeshadow, that's the same eyeshadow. It just gives off a different look when it's wet than when it's dry. So then I decided to line my lower lash line with the Maybelline Coloshow liner, and I think this is in Turquoise Flash, I think it is called. It isn't my favorite eyeliner, but I don't hate it, and I find it worked great for this makeup look. It really completed it, and I was really happy with it. So then I'm going to go back in with, I think this is just a clean brush, and I'm just kind of blending out that brown eyeshadow in my crease, because I wanted to create a little more depth to the look since I had brightened up the coral on my eyelid. So I'm just using swiping motions and going back and forth to blend that brown out. And I went back in with that dark brown we used before in the crease to darken up the crease, because I felt like it needed a little more dimension to it. So I used my Keshima fluffy brush, same brush I used in the beginning, and I went back in with that shadow and just kind of darkened up that crease. I'm just going over the eyelid one more time with the shadow to get any of the brown that ended up on my eyelid, just to make that coral shade look really like true. So I am now going to line my upper lash line with a liquid eyeliner, and I believe I'm using the Maybelline Gel Eyeliner, and I'm using an angled brush, and I think I got this angled brush off of T-Mart.com. I'm not exactly sure what the brush set is called, but I will link it below so you guys can find it. And then I like to go over my eyeliner with black shadow to just like kind of set the eyeliner and make it look darker. So then I'm using the Clarins Colors of Brazil Summer Bronzing Compact, which I love so much. Seriously, read my blog post about it. It's amazing. And I'm going in with the angled brush by Keshima, and I am just blending that in my cheekbones. As you can see, it looks amazing. And I just really love this bronzer. Like, my new favorite bronzer. I can see myself running out of it really fast because I use it all the time. Then I wanted to get some blush on my cheeks, and I think I'm using the Makeup Forever HD Cream Blush in 410 Coral, and I'm taking that angled brush that I use underneath my eyes to blend in my concealer. And I'm just kind of like, usually I use my finger, but I don't know, just decided to try this out and see how it looked, and it came out okay. So I just kind of wanted to contour and highlight a bit. So this is me highlighting, and I'm doing the sides of my nose, the tip of my nose, and the corners of my mouth, because I find that's where I get the dark shadows that makes my face look a lot different in pictures than it is in real life. So I just decided to do that, and I'm just blending it in with that Expert Face brush, as you can see. I'm just putting a little bit on the forehead, and now I'm doing this new method that I actually found out, and I'm using the Maybelline Coloshow liner, and then this is in Just Barely Beige, which is like a nude liner. And yes, I did use it around my lips. You can use them as lip liners if you want. It's still a liner. So what I did is I outlined my lips in this liner, and then I went back over them with this Essence lip liner, which I think this is in Wish Me Rose, because the Essence lip liner staying power isn't that great, but I do love the lip liner. So I decided to do this and hope that it would stick on to the Maybelline lip liner and just last a little bit longer for me. And it worked. It did. It stuck on there and it worked really great. So now I'm taking the Maybelline In the Buffs lipstick in I believe this is called, I don't know what it's called, but I will link it below. Put a layer of that on, and I am now highlighting my brow bones with the Balm Manizer Luminizer. Just highlighting those brow bones to make them pop, and just kind of using a fluffy brush. Doing that along my cheekbones as well with the Keshima blush brush. And the tip of my nose, which I love to do, and my Cupid's bow also I like to highlight. Those are my go-to areas for highlighting. I am now curling my eyelashes. You can never put mascara on without curling your eyelashes. Literally, it makes all the difference. Trust me, go do it. You'll understand. And I am applying the L'Oreal Lash Out Butterfly Mascara, which I'm also loving at the moment. It's a good mascara. I might even like it better than my CoverGirl Lash Blast. And that is like really saying something, because that is my favorite mascara. I'm just applying that to my upper lashes, and I probably applied a good 3 coats. I always apply a buttload when it comes to mascara. And I'm doing my lower lash line as well, applying probably about 2 to 3 coats to the lower lash line. Just get those eyelashes to look thick and long and spidery. My favorite. Now I'm taking the Clarins Lip Balm Crown in, I don't know what this shade is called, in Creamy Pink, which is kind of a nudie pink color. And that was it for my tutorial. So I hope you guys like this. Let me know what you thought, comment, like, subscribe.